Welcome to tonight's journey with energies of new moon in Taurus. My name is Debi Ondrova. I'll be your guide. And this journey is recorded on Thursday, May 14th. And the new moon in Taurus happens on in the evening of in Central European time. It's going to be 1 minute after 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Around late evening. Late afternoon, early evening in US time zones, and so on. So check your own time zone so that this recording you can use. Even if you haven't attended live, you can. There will be recording. You can use it, reuse it, however you want for prompts to work with it at the exact time. So this is to support you ahead of this phase of lunar cycle. So let's start. There is new moon in Taurus. It's also supermoon, means it's very close, so we may feel it a bit more strongly. And there are other activations. Uranus, the big disruptor, planet of shock and wake-up calls, may sprout something very interesting and very, very fast, which is not very comfortable for Taurus. That slow and steady does the trick. Also, there is Chiron in the asteroid of the archetype of a wounded healer. So it's about healing the wounds, and not only personal, but on collective level. And it's in Aries, and Aries is I am. So it's wounds about identity, self-worth, and right to exist. And so that's what we're healing on a collective level at the time of this lunar cycle. And most of the planets are now moving towards or are already in the first four signs, which is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. So it's very interesting times, and not just when you're watching the news, but what's happening on the astrological weather. So let's go with Taurus a little deeper. Taurus says, I have, and oftentimes it's connected with the money, and but it's a bit deeper than that. Taurus is about abundance. And again, it's like abundance equals money, but it's more about what Aries, the idea, the spark from the spirit, was brought into existence, and Taurus is bringing it into the matter, into material world, making the ideas reality. It's very important alchemical process, really. So we know that Taurus is, as I mentioned, it's steady. It's also very known for being loyal. Once you're in, as a friend, you're in. It's nurturing. It's deeply connected to nature. So, and it's very protective of her, and nurtures growth. So today I would ask you to focus on what do you want to grow? What is growing? What would you like to plant and watch grow? What will you nurture in your life? And is it aligned with your values? And also, how practical is your dream? So because Taurus likes to have things tangible, it doesn't like the ideas of the castles, the fantasy castles in the sky, but it's like, how can I make use of it? Take this idea and can it work? Can I use it now? Can I start now? Because it's about starting. You may want to take a pen and paper for now or afterwards, and you may just listen and let my questions wash over you, because new moon is time for setting intentions, and for a next lunar cycle or for a longer cycle as well. With Taurus, you may make first thing talking back about financial security in the world that is the prices of petrol going up and everything like that. Is our foundations are shaken, and it's maybe about the plans for the next 12 months. How will I make myself, my existence, my material possessions, my world safe, and what plans I have for my money? What are the foundations you're building right now? Or Does your progress feel so slow that you're feeling like giving up? The stars, the bull will tell you, not just yet, not yet. Patience, that's another quality that's connected with Taurus, and may be something that we need to cultivate, because I definitely haven't, even though I'm a Taurus, I haven't been given the gift of patience. So that's something I am learning, and nurturing the quality. Also, as mentioned, do you have the issues with self-worth? And or do you need to set some healthier boundaries? And not the more shadow side of Taurus. It's famous for its stubbornness and resistance to change. It doesn't like the fast. Uranus is seeing to that, that we're seeing some very, very quick, fast-paced changes, and it may be uncomfortable. So are you too stubborn? Are you refusing to budge? Is that something you might want to work on? Because now's the time to work on those qualities. Um, Taurus rules the senses, so it's very here in the body, and it likes, oh, it's very touchy. So are you overdue for a massage or some good body work or any other treatments you enjoy that are very physical and bring you into the body that is your most loyal friend that stays for you till the very end? So, and are you nurturing your body? If not, now's the time. Every day is the time, but Taurus especially. The other side of it, again, is, are you overindulging? So that's also something that is good to start working on right now. Taurus is an earth sign. The energy is yin, so it's cold and it's energy of rest. The days may be colder, so famous area is will be neck and throat for Taurus, and is the scarves. I definitely don't like the coldness of the back of my neck, and it can really seize up from the cold. So it's something to do. Food-wise, the salty is the flavor, and roots of the plants nurture the body most in the days of Taurus. So let's bring those intentions into the body, into here and now. You may have other intentions, that's okay. And let's work directly on areas that rule the Taurus to connect a bit deeper to those energies. So, of course, neck and throat, as I said, scarves. It also rules the mouth, the teeth, and earlobes. Just the bottom of the teeth is like there is this cut. Aries up, Taurus below. And so everything that comes out of your mouth is affected. So it may be your speech, your voice, the way you sing, moan, sigh. So it's good time to just take a deep breath. Breath changes everything. Anyway, so vocalization is a good practice, but for safety of everyone involved and sanity, I will not be guiding that. So I am off key as it gets. Maybe something for me to work on. And so let's start with little self massage at the back of your neck. So you may feel into the areas. I like to start with just gently spreading the tissues to the sides. And I'll be talking a bit more about the Taurus while we're connecting to that. Yeah. And there's the breath. And enjoy it. Enjoy it. So Taurus rules everything, as I mentioned, that we take in through the mouth and everything we chew and swallow. So, there are also those, when our Taurian parts are out of balance, I can mention this frog in the mouth when people, I can't speak, there's always some kind of obstruction. And also there is, one can talk about, let's do a bit of a circling massage, play, be gentle with yourself. About it, someone who chews, who bitten more than they can chew, or someone who has had their fill. So this also can be related, had their fill or overfilled, overindulgence. So in Taurus, if you are not congruent or aligned with, meaning your outward behavior is not, doesn't agree with your inner feelings and needs, you can manifest those issues I have mentioned. Yeah, so a bit of a circling. Let us move on. So now we'll be stroking our sides of our neck. This is the sternocleidomastoid, the muscle running, like, pop it out for you a bit. It's here on the, it runs from the back across in an angle towards the front of the throat on both sides. So this way, back of your hands are gently stroking down. It's a bit of a lymphatic drainage. And the front, the platysma, gently up. So again, and do it only until it has to feel nice. So I would like to as well mention that this is the area, the problems of the hoarseness of the throat, the losing voice, frequent infections, tonsillitis, and thyroid issues. And thyroid is about metabolism. Can you metabolize the life? As we're doing this, I also like to touch on the human design and energy activation. The sun right now, as we're recording this, is in a gate 23, which is in a throat center, of course. And this is about communicating with simplicity. So the shadow is complexity. So if you're not clear, and when it's repressed, it may be literally dumb that you lost for words and you cannot express yourself at all. Or in a reactive state, it's fragmented. You're speaking about all over the place. So you're losing your audience and no one really can understand you. And your message is getting lost. So again, just whatever feels nice. And the fear of this gate is that your unique insight is too weird and you'll be misunderstood and rejected. And on the day when the new moon is happening, the sun will be in gate 8. That's the gate of contribution. Still, we are still in the throat. And it's about authentic self-expression and promoting one's your unique style. So it's like you do you in style. And the fear there is about mediocrity. There is this that nothing's ever going to be good anyway, so why bother? So the temptation is to either lead life of a compromise, or so we're not contributing your unique gifts, what you came here for. And or you can be outwardly successful but totally inauthentic. So maybe these energies that are activated right now may be speaking to you, and it's all about the throat and expression. Let's move on. As I mentioned, earlobes, don't gently, and just pull your earlobes gently down 7 times. And the aim of this exercise, so we open up the energetic energy flow in our throat area, the meridians, we stroke our throat chakra. And now, with this earlobe, gentle earlobe push just down, we're trying to restore the inner balance between our words and action so that we can lead those authentic lives. Heal those story and issues. I did more pulls, but it feels really nice. You can continue. 7 is the ballpark. Okay. So let's move on through a few acupressure points into our practice. So the first point I would like to introduce is in the hollow of on top of the breastbone, hollow of the neck here. At the base of the neck. It's CV22, conceptual muscle 22, Tian2. It's called heavenly prominence. And it's a very soft area, so press gently. Some people don't like touch there at all. So you might just place your palm across it or just really gently explore. It's really good. So you press downward, slightly down and in. So it's kind of like if I angle it extremely, I'll go pushing down, like almost going behind, not up into the throat. Okay. So, and it's gently, and it's for the pains in the area, in the throat, for coughs and hoarseness. So it's really nice way to stimulate and treat your issues if should you have those. So let's spend some few moments with that. And again, only if it feels nice. If not, you don't have to do it. Or as I said, just place your hands on whatever feels right. However, it feels. Next one will be on our hands, on the palm of our hands. Fish border, lung 10, Yichi. In the middle of the thumb pad, near if you palpate by the bone, in the middle, it may be sensitive and effective for soothing dry, scratchy throat, and again, hoarseness. So again, and here you can push a bit more and not to harm yourself. It can be sensitive. And you can do one hand, you can test the other. And you may start on the side, if you want to really go for it, on the side that is less sensitive. So you test both and you go back. So my inclination was, before I studied the Chinese medicine part, to start with the worst side. And now in acupressure is actually started the side that is a bit less reactive. And as you stimulate the flow, because you have meridians on both sides, the other side may release slightly. So this is meant to be torture. It's meant to be nourishing. Okay. And you can play with that as much as this is so easy to reach. So even throughout the day. And last one, I would like to, we're going back behind the angle of the jaw, on the throat, on the neck. Get my earring out. So this is my angle of my jaw. I'm just behind it on the neck. And again, gentle. And this is for actually for the lymph nodes. And you may feel if they have an issue that they may be a bit full. So again, gentle. This is not a sports massage. It's not digging in. It's just gently releasing it. You can see like circling, and kind of the movement is like lymphatic drainage on it. So lymph nodes, sore throat, neck stiffness, any of these. And of course, we can just massage our shoulders. There is a gallbladder 21 in the middle, not good for like usually people have knots there, and you can just squish and hold, or bilaterally, but maybe a bit harder. It's easier to do one side at a time, but do not dig in pregnant women. I have to say that. So let's just move on now that we awaken our body and we fed our mind, hopefully with curiosity, and started with some sense of intention. Let's bring it for the last part of our journey, and it will be in a container of medicine wheel. So the traditions I've been trained are from Central Coast of Sydney area, Central Coast and Sydney area, jumbling it together. These are Aboriginal lands primarily belonging to Darkinjung, Eora Nation, Darug and Darawal peoples. And I'd like to begin by acknowledging those traditional custodians of the land, whom rich tradition we benefit today. And I pay my respects to elder past, present, and future. Also, my Slavic origins have been claimed their place in the medicine wheel, and so we have both hemispheres basically represented in the medicine wheel, just like the hemispheres of our brain. So both sides, which is good. So do not worry about doing this journey in a right way. There is no right way. It's about whatever comes today. So allow yourself to be surprised. You may forget things. You may not hear things. You may zone out at times. That's okay. You may want to set your alarm for if you're so inclined, worried that you might fall asleep. I will gently call you at the end back. I will be speaking to guide you through it, and a little bit of silence, and then move to the next center. We will see, but not to worry. So one hand on the womb space for me is the left hand, or on lower belly for men, and heart space, the other hand for me is the right. And we start by breathing into those spaces until our hands connect. Just allow your breath to deepen, maybe make sounds. It's about noises. That's everything that comes in and out of our mouths in Taurus. So don't be shy. And vocalize now. So, yeah, okay, my body wants to be noisy today. And feeling the connection between the two places. The energies connect and flow. And as the flow is established, or if you're not sensing it yet, that's okay. You can imagine that it is so, or decide that it is so, and you intend spreading that connection throughout your body. And first we go downwards into our feet, all the way down to the feet, and through the feet down into the earth, connecting through the floorboards, wherever we are, all the way to the center of the earth, and breathing in that connection to the Mother Earth, to Gaia, and bringing that energy up back towards ourselves and going through that womb space or Hara and the heart. And as that connection is established, we will go up. So keeping the connection to the earth, going up through the crown of our head, connecting to our soul star. You may or may not know which one it is, doesn't matter. Part of you knows the right one to connect to. And bringing that celestial energies, the universal forces into us. So the earth, lower belly, womb space, heart, soul star, heart, lower belly, earth. You may find yourself almost being held and supported by a pillar of light, or however it feels to you. This is how it feels to me when I connect and plug in. And that's connected. If you haven't closed your eyes yet, you may do so now, and just allow yourself to arrive at your medicine place, at your medicine wheel landscape. If it's your first visit, it's okay. Look around, feel around, sense, listen. Notice the temperature of that landscape. Everyone is different. Some are auditory, some are visual. Maybe it's the same place you've been to in different healing meditations. Maybe it's a completely new landscape for you. Either way, it is whatever it is, it's right for you for today. And it may change too, or it may be the same many, many times. So now that you're becoming familiar with that territory, before entering the wheel that you might sense or see, intuit, that is there, or just trust that is there. If you feel like nothing is always something, trust me, you're getting it. You're doing it perfectly for you for today. So just remind yourself, what were your intentions? What are you setting? What's bubbling in your life this new moon in Aries? What is happening? What would you like to work on? What foundations? What you're bringing in and what you're releasing? Is there anything else right now that's calling you to bring me for the journey? And now prepared, we'll be stepping in They enter the circle from the direction that's east. It is marked by a red crystal stone marker. It's the element of fire, seat of the grandfather, father sky and grandfather sun. And the animal guardian is eagle. It's the place where of the visionary, also the artist or the seer. So what's your vision with what you brought into the medicine wheel? What are your intentions for the Taurus, new moon in Taurus, for the next lunar cycle, or however long you decide that something needs the attention and work? What new beginnings are you sensing there? What changes are required of you? And let the energy of fire burn off whatever's in the way of your intentions, whatever's old and does not serve you anymore. And let the wingspan move you. Take a flight, take a big picture view of where you're heading so that you can remind yourself that, that's my why. And allow the movement, if it wants to happen. You don't have to imitate me. You'll find your own way of moving through this energy of fire, and I'll be quiet for a minute. And gathering the insights and offerings from the fire, from the eagle vision, from the seer, from the visionary and artist. Gathering all the gifts and moving on to the next stop in our medicine wheel. And we'll be moving to north. North is signified by a yellowish stone portal marker. Is the element of air, seat of the warrior, and there is Kyanga, kangaroo, or wolf from Northern Hemisphere. North is the place when our determination and resilience is tested. North is the place of hardship, of challenges, of obstacles that are on our path. And as much as we would love the smooth sailing, there are always challenges that can be turned into lessons. So borrow the strength of a warrior, the strength of the kangaroo's legs that do incredible jumps, or resilience and inventiveness of the wolf to navigate? What's hard? What is hard for me right now? How can I prepare myself for challenges on the path towards what I've decided to work on and bring in? How can I support myself through those times when I start doubting the foundations I'm building and I'm standing upon? And allow the air to lighten the load, to blow away what's not helpful. And gathering the gifts of the North, the insights, the strength, we move to the West. It's the color black on the medicine wheel, and it represents the Earth. And Taurus is the Earth sign. So there can be a lot. It's the seat of the Earth mothers and grandmothers, and it's the healer archetype. It's guarded by the snake shedding their skin of transformation, and a bee that produces many medicines. So, what medicine do you need? What needs healing? What choices need to be made in regards to improving our self care, our boundaries, our nourishment and nurturing? What help do you need? Do you need to work with someone to help you through those challenges? So connect into the grounding, the earth with stability. Feel the support as you explore the healing. And again, I'll be quiet for a minute and move with this if you need to. And gathering the healing, the boons from the earth, stepping outside of that element and moving to the south. Blue color, element water, the place of the sage, the wise one, the teacher, mentor, guarded also by the whale and by the frog. So, what wisdom, the true wisdom, not the Instagram reel, but the true wisdom from the depth of your waters or of your bones can support you. What can you draw on that is genuinely, uniquely yours within your own authority, that you know that this is what I need. This is my support. This is what I'm working. This is what I'm building. What lessons am I learning? Any hardship can be a lesson. It's how you navigate that makes all the difference. When I'm lost, what can guide me? How can I reconnect to my inner knowing, my intuition? So flow and swim in your depth, and I'll be quiet for a minute again. And slowly gathering the gifts from the depth, the deep, deep insights that are uniquely, truly yours. And we have one more place to go. We're going into the center. There is a element of either. There is a color is white or no color at all, or the rainbow. And you may see it as a tree of life. And you may see chakras as above, so below, everything and nothing. It's a neutral, pleasant presence, place of balance. So just rest there with all the collected gifts and just connect to the center, to the stillness for a minute. And now, slowly, you're gathering, coming back to yourself a bit more. We'll be moving out of the medicine wheel gently, respectfully. So thanking the center, and we're moving to the center, from the center to the south, the water element, thanking the spirit of the south for the deep wisdom, moving to the west, thanking the spirits of the earth for the healings, moving to the north, thanking the spirit of the north for the resilience and courage to face the obstacles, and until east. Thank you for the passion and insight, the big visions to spark our journey. And now, gently allow yourself time to come back to your body. Just breathe, wiggle your fingers and toes. You may still keep your eyes closed, just coming back to the space you're in right now, noticing the position of your body, adjusting it. If it hasn't moved, if it was a restful journey and the movement was just inner, allowing the noises of the life happening around you to bring you ever closer. And as you're coming gently, slowly back, I'll just finish the recording and we'll can stay on and share afterwards. But for the viewers of this recording, thank you for being here. I am Debi Ondrova from Bodyworks. I have appreciated your attention and your presence. And the contacts and details are below. If you want, especially if you're interested in my work and the support I can provide you with the issues you may have uncovered during the day's journey. And I wish you a beautiful new moon in Taurus, and see you in 2 weeks for the full moon journey. Bye-bye.